Hey everybody, it's the Technical Wizard here, and today, or this weekend rather, I'm going to be doing a project that I've wanted to do since elementary school. I'm going to be setting up a domain controller, and I'm going to be doing this in a few separate parts, so it's not long and boring, but I've wanted to do this since elementary school, even though back then I didn't quite understand the concept of it, but I've watched a few tutorials and stuff like that, so I'm finally going to attempt it. And for this video, we're going to be using my second compact Desk Pro EN system. I'm going to be using this system because I think it's plenty beefy for what I want to do with it. It's got standard CD-ROM floppy, but it's got a 933 megahertz Pentium 3. Sticker's worn. But it's got a Pentium 3, it's got 512 megabytes of RAM, and I figure it's plenty beefy, as I said earlier, to do what I want. It's nearly 1 gigahertz, so should be fine. And the computer I'm going to be hooking to it is my Gateway E4200. And what operating system we're going to be using is Windows Server 2003. Now this is my first time messing with a server rounded operating system. I mean, I've used Windows NT 4.0 Workstation or whatever it's called, but I've never used a server operating system. So without me blabbering anymore, let's go ahead and turn on the system and install the operating system. Alright, go ahead and put in the disk. Okay, we got BIOS menu screen. And we have progress. Didn't know because I burned this CD myself. Alright, so we've made it to the start setup screen. And we're going to go ahead and let this play through. Alright, slowly but surely we made it to the setup. Windows Server 2003 Standard Edition. Alright, go ahead. And this does not have any partition on it, so go ahead and install it, and let's see. We're going to format this disk using the NTFS file system. And this is going to take a while because this is a 40 gigabyte hard drive. And I didn't figure I'd need a too big hard drive because this is just going to be a small server now. And it's just going to be used to hook to other computers. So let's go ahead and let this play through as well. And hopefully we don't run into any issues and need to swap the hard drive. Because I think I do have one or two maybe. Worst case scenario, I'm out of 40 gigabyte hard drive, so I'll just stick in a smaller one or something. Okay, the hard drive's been formatted. And now we are at the installation. So far, I haven't had any problems with the hard drive or the CD or anything, surprisingly. But this is where it'll show me if there's any problems with this CD. Alright, installation went great. No issues whatsoever. We are at 99% right now, so oh yeah. Has it frozen or anything? Okay. Let's go ahead and restart. Get the CD out so that it doesn't try to start up from it. Alright, Windows Server 2003. So far, so good. This is actually going better than I thought it would. Oh lord, camera went out of focus really bad for a second. Oh me. And it's usually, this color is different from the usual Windows XP setup. Oh wow, it's gray. I actually like this one better than the regular one, honestly. It looks nice. Windows Server 2003 family provides the most productive infrastructure platform for networking applications and web services. Neat. Alright, so we've made it to the first window of the Windows setup. Just want to go ahead and type in all this stuff and get back to it. Okay, so setting up, just got to this part right here, the licensing modes. No idea what they do. It just says, and to avoid a violation of license agreement, use licensing to record the number of client access licenses purchased. It originally selected per server, but I'm going to put per device or per user. All right, did that. Date and time's right. Cool. All right, so the operating system is installed, and we are just waiting to reboot. And go ahead and take the CD out. There we go. Just sit it up here since I'm not going to use it for a while. And we should be starting into Windows Server 2003. Yep, and there's that startup screen. This is actually the first time I'm going to be using Windows Server 2003, if I haven't said. But I feel like it's just going to be the same as Windows XP, but more minimalized. Because it's just for managing other computers. Windows Server 2003. Alright. Cameras. There we go. Sorry if it's not focusing, but this is kind of the best I can do. And this computer does have a built-in speaker, so we should be able to hear the startup sound. Pull up a chair. Got a mouse. And the Windows XP startup sound. I was kind of expecting the Server 2003 startup sound, but it's whatever. If it's even on here, I'm wondering. Let's go ahead and, yep. So here we are, Windows Server 2003. Okay. Post setup security updates. Install security updates. Okay. And we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and open the control panel. Click on my computer. That's fine. But I want to go to sound. Do you have a new scheme? No. Let's go ahead and see if the... Yeah, I guess it's not on here. Sadness. But yeah, let's go ahead and install my little Wi-Fi device right here. Brain fart, forgot what it was called. Disk in. We'll need this to actually access the internet because I'm not using Ethernet here. Okay. 30 days left for activation. I know. And I think I'm going to need an extension cord for the adapter. Alright, so I didn't find an extension sadly, but we are going to improvise. Before I even worry about that, we're going to go ahead and install this thing. And it shouldn't take long. Yep, let's go ahead and restart. Go ahead and see if this thing will fit. Nope. We're going to improvise. Got this little adapter thing here that I was using with the Gateway E4200, but I'm going to use it with this since I'm not using it on the E4200 right now. Here we go. And just set these CDs over there. We're going to go ahead and log in. New hardware wizard. Yes. So we're going to go ahead and install the driver, and we will probably have to restart again. Alright. It's installed. Go ahead and X this out. Okay guys, so this concludes part 1 of setting up a domain controller because I have access to the internet and Windows Server 2003 installed. So I'm going to update it off camera if I can because that's boring stuff and not worth filming. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. This is the Technical Wizard signing off.